Hi guys! Today I'll be showing you how to make triple chocolate roll. So if you're somebody who loves chocolate, then this cake will be fantastic for you. I've got 8 ounces of dark baking chocolate and 1 cup of heavy cream. So the first step is to combine the two together, making sure that the chocolate is well submerged by the cream. If you don't have a microwave or you don't want to use the microwave, just in a pot, just warm up the cream just before boiling point, just enough to melt the chocolate. But if you're gonna be using a microwave, just like I did here, I warm up the milk and chocolate for a minute first. So this is after about 1 minute in the microwave. So at first, I'm just gently shaking the mixture. And then start mixing. If the chocolate is not that melted, you can put it back in the microwave for another 20 to 30 seconds, then continue mixing until all the chocolate is melted and the cream and chocolate mixture is glossy, just like this. And then put this in the fridge to set. Now we're gonna move on to the second chocolate part. I have 150 grams of heavy whipping cream here. I've got 100 grams of dark baking chocolate and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. I'm using a bowl with hot water to melt my chocolate. This is a slow process but a sure way of not burning the chocolate. So if I'm melting chocolate that is small amount, I use this method. Once the chocolate is all melted, we can set this aside for a while, and then we're gonna move on to the whipping cream. I'm happy with this consistency, so I'll move it for a while. Now we're gonna beat the whipping cream until it reaches a steeping stage. So start by whipping the cream. Then add the 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Beat this until it reaches the steeping stage. Just like this. Now we will just slowly combine the whipped cream and chocolate together. So start to add a small amount of whipping cream to the melted chocolate first. At this stage, you will notice that the consistency of the chocolate will change straight away, so don't be alarmed. That's normal. Add the whipping cream in about 3 or 4 additions. Then just fold it until there's no more white streaks visible. that all the whipping cream is in, we can place this in the fridge. To harden up a little bit as well. Now let's move on to our sponge cake. I've got 25 grams of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of instant coffee, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 20 grams of cocoa, 25 ml of warm milk, 100 grams of sugar, 60 grams of cake flour, 5 egg yolks, and 5 egg whites. Okay, first thing we need to do is to combine 1 teaspoon of coffee to the warm milk. Give it a mix and then set this aside. In a bowl with hot water, put the egg yolks on top and start beating. Then get about 30 grams of sugar from the 100 grams of sugar that we have. Then add it to the egg yolks. Now continue beating until we reach the ribbon stage, or when the egg yolk turns into pale yellow. Just like this. And now we're gonna set this aside. Wash the beater blades, for we're gonna need it for the egg white mixture. Okay, as usual, start beating the eggs until it is frothy. Then gradually add the remaining 70 grams of sugar. Beat the egg whites until it reaches the steeping stage. And this is the steeping stage. See, when you tip the bowl, it doesn't go anywhere. Before we combine the egg yolks and egg whites, let's just prepare the flour mixture. So just combine the cake flour and cocoa powder, and then just give them a mix. We still need to sift this later, so don't worry about mixing them too much. Then again, set this aside. So just combine the egg white mixture to the egg yolk mixture. Then just use the folding method to combine the two together. Being careful not to deflate any air that we put in. So once everything is well incorporated, we're gonna add the flour and cocoa mixture, but we have to sift this just to make sure that there is no lumps of cake flour or cocoa. Then continue folding the mixture. Once the mixture is well incorporated, we're gonna combine all the wet ingredients. So just combine the vanilla to the coffee mixture and combine as well the melted butter. Put this to the mixture into addition, in the cocoa butter mixture into addition. And now this is ready to bake. So I have a Swiss roll pan here. I line it with parchment paper. And then I'm just gonna pour the butter into the pan. And then just spread it evenly. Now bake this at a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 12 to 14 minutes. For me, I bake it at exactly 12 minutes. But before baking, give it a good tap just to get rid of some air bubbles and to even up the mixture. And this is what it looks like after baking. So just putting a baking paper on top and another baking pan for support. Flip the cake upside down. Be careful, this is really hot. And then just peel off the baking paper straight away. Let it cool down completely. Once it's cooled down completely, start spreading the, I call it chocolate mousse, even though it doesn't have egg. Spread it evenly. This has been in the fridge, that's why it's workable like this. And then, once you're happy with the spread in the middle, we can start rolling. So start rolling away from you. If the cake cracks, it doesn't matter because you're gonna cover it with ganache anyway. That's why I didn't roll it in a cloth because I'm not too worried about the cracks. But mine didn't crack that much, so which is really good. This cake is really easy to work with. And then just roll it back to the baking paper and let it sit for at least 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I have a wire rack here, and then underneath I've got a baking pan to catch up all the drips. Just kind of place the roll on top of it. So there's two ways of doing the ganache. First is pouring the unset ganache on top of the roll, just like this. Or the second one is just waiting for the ganache to set and then just spread it using a spatula. So I decided to do this way since my ganache is still on the liquid side, but not too liquidy. So, yes. Plus, this one gives you a smoother finish. And just fill up the gaps that the ganache failed to cover. And then let the excess drip off before moving this to a platter. And then just move it carefully to the platter that you choose. And just to put a little bit of contrast, I put a little bit of chocolate whipped cream. It's just whipped cream. And then I use the excess ganache to add flavor to the whipped cream. This is optional, it's partly decoration. And then I just added some chocolate bars on top. Let it set for at least an hour before slicing. This is the finished product. And now that the ganache is set, I'll show you what it looks like inside once you cut it. Cake is moist and very soft. It's really delicious and you're never gonna regret making this. Again, thank you for watching. Bye.